Yes, artist! Emerson and I are here today. Yes, with another awesome art lesson. And this lesson is a 3D art lesson. That's right. Our goal for this project is that you will be able to identify 3 types of sculptures and create your own 3D high relief sculpture. So, what do I mean by high relief?
Not all sculptures can be viewed from all sides. Relief sculptures are similar in some ways to a painting in that their 3D forms are attached to a flat surface. In high relief, the sculpture forms extend boldly out into space, while in low relief, they only protrude slightly into space. Now, I have experience making sculptures using lots of different materials like clay, wood, stone, but this is the first time I have ever tried to use soap. The technique that we're using in this project is called carving, which I also don't have much experience with. Carving is a process of cutting or chipping away a form from a mass of material. So unlike modeling or using clay, when you add things to it, it's called additive. In this process, we are subtracting, and it's called subtractive. It was definitely tricky to understand the difference. Now that we know what type of sculpture we're making and the technique that we're going to be using, it is time to gather up your materials. And you probably have everything you need already at your house to get started. So obviously you're going to need to find a bar of soap. And the interesting thing is that different soaps have different densities or hardness. So I started with a bar of soap that I actually got at a hotel that I was staying at, and it was pretty hard to carve. I started with a toothpick. Some other things that you might want to use are just a mechanical pencil or a plastic fork or knife. Those things come in handy, but when I first started, I struggled a lot. I wanted to attempt to do a profile carving of George Washington for President's Day, but it was an epic failure. I consider these first 2 bars of soap just my practice because I did not like the way it looked. I felt like it didn't look like his face at all. I felt like it looked like a crazy old lady, and I just hated it. And I was really about to just give up on soap sculptures, period. But the best thing about art is that it is okay to fail because that means you are learning. So I got out my 3rd bar of soap, and after looking up some different pictures, I found one of a unicorn that I saved and I really, really liked. I also got out my carving tools that I had from my clay set. So there was a needle tool and a scraping tool that really came in handy. So finally, as I started carving, I really liked the way it looked, and I got really excited because it actually looked like a unicorn. So the biggest lesson in this project is as long as you don't give up and you keep trying, eventually you will learn how to make something that you find beautiful. And that's really all that matters.